Hey guys, it's bread day. I ran out of bread, so I'm making some. And if your food bank gives you at least 3 cups of flour, this is what I used. So as you can see, I'm making bread, but I have nails on and there is no dough in my bread or in my nails. So what you do is you add 3 cups of flour into your bowl. Then you add about a teaspoon of salt. Then you add about a teaspoon of this type of yeast. It can be in the little package, so you might want to add like a little package of that. Mix that up. Add about 2 tablespoons to about a quarter of a cup of white sugar, just to help it go. It really doesn't need it. The recipe didn't call for it. And then what I'm going to do is I stirred the dry mixture up and I added 1.5 cups, because this is what this measures. It's very old. It was my mother's. 1.5 cups of warm water. Stir that up with your spoon. You do not have to knead this. This is a no knead recipe. So you're just going to stir that up, get it all down to the bottom. And now what I'm going to do is give this a little spritz with my vegetable oil. And when I'm off camera, see, I'm going to spray the sides of the bowl now and make a mess. But what you want to do is flip this dough over and coat it well in the oil, as you can see that I'm doing. But you want to take this lump and flip it under. And then what you're going to do, and what I'm going to do later, is put a part 2. So you're going to take a lid or something that fits this bowl, and I'm so grateful this lid fits this bowl almost exactly without the spoon. But if you don't have a lid, take a piece of saran wrap with a towel and put it in a warm spot, so not near your air conditioning. And you can leave this overnight. But the short time is, what I'm going to do is leave it for 4 hours. So it's about 12:30 now. I'm going to check on it about 4:30. And then I'm going to turn my oven on to 350. And then I'm going to plop this, without even needing to touch it, onto a piece of parchment, oiled parchment. I don't deal with flour. It just dries it out. But in the part 2, what I'm going to do is dump it onto the parchment, fold each side over 4 times. So one time each side, flip it over, and then take the sides of the parchment, that parchment which I worked on, plop it into a loaf pan, and you will see it in the loaf pan all greased up on the top so that the top doesn't crack. And then just let that sit. You don't have to let it sit for long. You can let it sit for as long as your oven is preheating. And I will join you for part 2 in about 5 hours, when I put my loaf in the oven so that you can see it actually going into the oven. But look guys, like, you don't need to dirty up your hands when you're making bread. This isn't a horrible long process of squeezy kneading. Like, I'm depressed. I don't have time. My mental health is not all that great. You guys know my backstory. If I can do this and make bread for myself, you can do this. So I thought I'd share. Thanks.